What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We are back in the bait laboratory, and I got a custom color creation that was requested of me. Somebody wants a black with gold flake and a white pearl bottom. So we're gonna make that up today. It's a pretty crazy color. We're gonna see how this thing looks. The customer's all excited about it. They wanna get this thing made up, and like the last time when I screwed up the last custom order that somebody asked of me, I screwed it up and didn't end up shipping it out. But this one, the customer said, I don't care what it looks like, ship it out. So no matter how these things turn out, we are gonna ship them out and get them out to that person, and hopefully they catch fish and I can post some pictures on my Instagram page and maybe here on YouTube a little bit later to show that, hey, those custom crazy worms did catch some fish. While I'm filming this, I'm getting that Plastisol heated up already. We're gonna skip a couple steps than what we normally do in the videos. So we're gonna get right to the plastic as it's melted into the glass cups, and then start off with the colorant instead of doing all the microwaving and stuff like that on camera. We're gonna skip that part and get right to where I start adding in the colorants. So stay tuned. We're doing a black with gold flake and white pearl bottom. Let's do this. So here's what we're working with. We got our dual injector. We got our white pearl powder right there. We got our glitter. It actually says chartreuse on it, but when we open it up, you'll see it's a very gold colored. And right here, we got a new mold. You guys haven't seen this one yet, but my last fishing video, I caught a fish on the Boss Hog do-it mold. Basically, their version of a brush hog. Caught a fish on it the other day. And then what we have right here is our Ned Rig mold, and then our two Gusano molds. So I'm gonna check on that Plastisol, just beeped again, and we'll get at this. So one thing I forgot to mention is if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I'm really trying to grow the page. It's growing slowly but steadily, so I need all the subscriptions that I can get. If you're not new but haven't subscribed yet, please do that. And some pretty rad news, I'm finally able to monetize my channel. So you're gonna notice some of the ads and everything like that, which is then gonna help me out. So I'm really super stoked about that. So thank you to all the support that you guys have shown thus far. That's got me to the point where I can actually monetize my YouTube channel. So please subscribe if you haven't already, and thank you to those who have, and thank you to everybody that's watching my videos. Okay, so our Plastisol is ready to go. Our first color that we're gonna be making is our black. I'm gonna shake up my black a little bit, and then we're gonna pour a few drops in there. Do about 4, just to start, and we'll see how that ends up looking. Black's supposed to be pretty heavy and show through a lot, so I don't want this to be a smoke. I definitely want it to be a black, so we're definitely gonna need to add some more in there. I do want that gold to shine through there, so we're definitely gonna need a little bit more black. We'll do 2 more drops and I think we'll be good. 1, 2. Stir that in there. So I think that's gonna do it. I think that's gonna be okay. I might pour a little bit on the table here just to see how that's gonna look all by itself, because it looks really thin right now and almost gray, but I think when it's all together it's actually gonna be a lot more dark than it appears. So what we got right here is our pearl powder. I'm gonna do a 1/4 teaspoon. That's actually probably 2 1/4 teaspoons right there, so 1/2 teaspoon. I just want this to be white. We're just doing the pearl powder in there, so we'll just stir this on in there. And I want it to be white, so that's why I went a little bit heavy on the pearl. I wasn't too worried about doing too much because it's just gonna make it a much more strong white, which is what I'm going for. And that's what the customer wanted. So I'm gonna get this stirred in, and then we'll check on that black that I put out on the table. That's a good way to see what your colors look like before pouring, because sometimes they look a little bit different once they have set up and you want to test it. Because I might need more black, I'm still going to have to add in that, you know, chartreuse color flake. It's going to be my gold, but the thing says chartreuse. So let's get this stirred in. Yeah, that's definitely going to be a nice pearly white. So I'm gonna have to heat this plastic up a little bit more, and then we'll check that black, and then we'll get some of that gold flake going. So I'm not too sure if you guys can see how this black turned out, but it's very, very see-through. So we're gonna have to add a lot more black color in there, and hopefully we can darken this up and get that black to show through some more. I'm probably gonna add that flake in first, so that way I can make sure I don't lose that flake in the color, because if I go too heavy, that flake's not gonna shine through. So I do want that flake to show through a little bit, but I definitely need it more black than this. So we got our Plastisol coming back out. First thing I'm gonna do is add this gold flake in, and I am gonna do 1/4 teaspoon of the flake. And I got the fan going to ventilate here, and it kind of blew my flake a little bit. So that's okay though. I don't think we need that flake to overpower it, but we definitely gotta stir it on in now. And then we'll have to add some more color in. So I got my flake stirred in there pretty well. So we're gonna add some more black colorant in there. I'm gonna shake it up a little bit more just to make sure none of that colorant settled at the bottom, and that's my color issue. Should be good. And we're gonna do another 4 drops because it was very see-through. There's my 4. So we got a total of 10 in there now. This should be very black now, which is what we're going for. And I think once we get that done, we will be able to warm these back up and then get them poured out and see how these all end up. Yeah, it's a lot darker. We're gonna go 2 more. Go 2 more drops. So that's a total of 12. Total of 12 drops of black color. Yeah, there we go. That's what we're looking for. Stir up our pearl. It's a little bit cold out today, so my plastic is cooling down a little bit quicker than normal. That's okay, because we'll just have to throw this back in the microwave and get going again. Okay, so our Plastisol is out, and we're gonna give this a go. I'm gonna set my Plastisols right here in between my molds. I'm gonna move them up just a tiny bit, just like so. I'm gonna get my dual injector. I already have my laminate block right there, my blending block right there. So we're gonna draw it up. And this is gonna be the Boss Hog mold. Let's see if we can get an even pour in there. I think we did. It does not take very much to do this bait. It takes hardly any plastic whatsoever. So we'll check on this here in a second and see how it goes. Okay, so we are gonna see how this first bait turned out. I have a good feeling about it. It feels like, you know, it worked based on the way the sprue looks right now. So we're gonna see here right now. And yes, I think it turned out actually perfect. So there's the bottom side, there's the top side, and look at that laminate. Nailed it. Look at that laminate. Wow, that looked pretty darn cool. Pretty excited about that one. So what we're going for now are the Ned worms. We're going to draw up our plastic. Come on over to the laminate block. Nice even pressure down. This one definitely takes more plastic, but we are down. Hold that pressure on there. Hold that pressure. Top off that sprue. And that one looks like we probably have a good pour. Now we're gonna get this plastic back in. And now we just gotta wait a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna check our Ned worms right now. I screwed up when I did this last pour. I forgot to top off my sprue. So hopefully you guys can see that, but you can just see the cavity in there. So I might have messed up 1 or 2 of these Ned worms, but they should have laminated okay. We'll see if I lost any of the worms or not. Open this up. And actually, I think I did all right. I got lucky, but I think I did okay. And they laminated very well. So far I'm 2 for 2. Pretty excited about that, so let's keep going. Okay, so this run we're gonna do our worms, the 4.5 and the 6-inch El Gusano mold. And what you got to make sure of is that you have your 2 different color Plastisols on the right side, because a lot of the molds have a specific bottom, and I want this white to be on the bottom. So I already checked my molds. I should be good to go. So we're gonna get our Plastisol drawn up, and we're gonna come over to our mold. Even pressure down. Okay. Hold it for a second. Top off that sprue. Go over to the next one. Even pressure down. Hold it. Top off the sprue. Top off the sprue. And we should be good. And those ones look like they turned out pretty good as well. So we got our Plastisol warming up for the next run, and we're going to check on these in the meantime. So if you hear the microwave make noise, that's what's going on. And we're going to check our 6-inch worms first. And so far so good. Let's pull them out, and we got it. We got it. Those are actually pretty cool looking worms. I'm a little surprised at what these look like. They actually look pretty cool. I was a little uneasy about the whole thing in the beginning. Let's check the other ones. So far those look pretty good, and then the tops, those looked really good too. Put these over in the bath to cool down and wait for that plastic to get going again. Okay, so we got another run ready to go. What we're gonna do this time is we're gonna make some Ned worms, and then with the leftover, we are going to make one of the boss hogs. So let's get our plastic drawn up. Head over to our mold. Nice even pressure down. Good. Hold that pressure. Topped off the sprue. Over to this one. Hold that pressure. I'm gonna hold it a little bit longer and a little bit harder than I did last time, because I didn't get a complete pour on the last one. I think we have enough to do some more of the worm, so we'll try that before we stop. Top off the sprue on this one. Come over to our worms. Nice even pressure down. Hold it. I'm gonna see if we can get the other worm too to go. Go nice even pressure down. Hold it. Top off that sprue. And I think we did pretty good that time. I've never tried to make a run that many in one run, so we'll see how they turned out. I'm pretty excited to see. But if you're not challenging yourself, then you're not getting any better at this, right? I think you guys can all agree on that. Okay, so the first one we're gonna check is our boss hog. Take the clamps off. Open up our mold. See how it turned out. And it looks like we did good again. Yep, that turned out pretty good. Let's put it in the bath, and then we'll check on our Ned rigs. Get our little knife to open this thing up. See how these turned out. Those look like they turned out pretty darn good, I'd say so. Put them in the bath. We'll check our 6 inches. Yep, those did pretty good. Into the bath. Next round is almost ready to go with that microwave going off. And then our 4.5s look good too. So we'll put these in the bath. Okay, so for this round I got rid of our Ned worms. We got enough of those, so we'll drop the plastic for the rest of them. Get our laminate block over here, the blending block. Nice even pressure down. Got to hold that pressure in a little bit longer to make sure I get all the tails nice and done. Top off that sprue. Go over to our worms. Nice even pressure down. Hold that pressure. Top it off. Nice even pressure down. Hold it. Top off that sprue. Get the extra back in our cups. And we'll check on these in a second. Okay, so we're back to checking the Boss Hog. See how it turned out. Open it up. And it turned out good too. Happy with that. Tails look good in the bath. Let's check our worms. Check our 6-inchers first. So far so good. Those turned out good. Take off that sprue. Into the bath. Open up the 4.5ers. And they did not blend well. We got our first mess up. I'll put those in the bath still though. Okay, so off camera I did another quick pour. After I open up what I got here, we are just gonna do Boss Hogs so I can try to get a few more of them for the customer. But this one turned out pretty good. This one laminates really good. That mold laminates really well. So then we're gonna go over to our 4.5s. I did another batch of 4.5s because the last one didn't turn out very good, but these ones turned out a lot better. So we'll put those in the bath as well. Okay, so here we are back with our Boss Hog mold and our Plastisol. Get everything set up here. Draw up some more of our plastic. Come on over. Nice, firm, even pressure. You got to hold it down a little bit better with this one because of those tails. You want those tails to fill in. The first one I didn't get those tails to fill in all the way, so you got to hold a little bit more pressure. Should be good. Then we'll top off the sprue just like that and get this plastic back in there. And we'll have enough to pour a few more of these. Just want to show you guys something real quick. Look at those Ned worms right there. There's one with the pearl belly sitting up there, and then I got another few right here. Those are floating. All these plastics are floating. So if you buy Ned worms from me, they float. Just putting that out there. All right, so it's time to check on our Boss Hog again. We're gonna make a few more of these. Probably gonna do it off camera, but let's see how this one turned out. Open it up, and it looks like it did well. Yeah, this one had a little bit of mess up, but this side looks really good. This side right here, not as good, but not bad. Still looks pretty good. Okay, so here's all of our finished baits. These are the 6-inch El Gusanos. Those are our Boss Hogs right there. We have our 4.5-inch El Gusanos and our Ned worms right here. Pretty excited how these turned out. I think the customer's gonna be happy with what they bought. Well, I think these baits turned out pretty darn good. I was a little skeptical, I'm not gonna lie, in the beginning of this video and when I was asked to make these, but I think they turned out really, really good. The laminate shows really, really well with those two contrasting colors. It's pretty cool. I think I'm gonna go with the Pirates of the Caribbean theme on the black pearl color. I think that's kind of a good name for this color, black pearl. But thanks for watching this video. I hope you guys learned something. And for you guys that watch my videos on a regular basis, make sure to check out the description. There's a lot of information in the description of each video. There's links to the stuff that I'm using in the videos. Like for this one, there's gonna be links to the different products I'm using in this particular video. If it's one of my fishing videos, there's gonna be links to the tackle that I'm using in my videos. And there's also discount codes in all of my videos, so that way you guys can go out, purchase some products using discount codes. Who doesn't like to save money? I know that I do. So I want to pass along that savings to you, so I have discount codes that I can pass out to you guys. So thanks again for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, share it with a friend. Once again, subscribe. Thank you for watching. Leave a comment on what you thought about these worms. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.